ಗೇನ್ ಕೊಡಿ ಸರ್ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ. ಮಾನಿಟರ್ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಮಾನಿಟರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟೇ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಓಕೆ. ಸರ್ ರೆವರ್ ಬೆಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲ?
ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗೇನ್ ಕೊಡಿ ಸರ್. ಇಲ್ಲ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್. ಮಾನಿಟರ್ ಕೊಡಿ, ಒಂದು ಮಾನಿಟರ್ ಕೊಡಿ.
ಮಾನಿಟರ್ ಕೊಡಿ ವೈಲಿನ್. ಎರಡು ಮಾನಿಟರ್ ಕೊಡಿ. ವೈಲಿನ್ ಹತ್ರ ಇದೆ.
ಸರ್ ವೈಲಿನ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್ ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡಿ. ವೈಲಿನ್
ಒಂದು ಕೂಯಿ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ.
ಸರ್ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಪಿಕಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದಾ ನೀವು?
ಪಿಕಪ್ ಬೇಡ ಸರ್. ಅಲ್ಲ ಇಷ್ಟು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಬರ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸರ್ ಇದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್. Okay.
Welcome back, everyone. We are at day 3 of Pyramid Music Meditation Fest. Let's have a huge round of applause. We start our day at 6 a.m. and we end our day at 8:30 p.m. with the energy and the company of masters. So today is a very special day because we get to experience Carnatic music by maestros. So let me introduce our artists. We have Vinay Sharva garu on vocal, BK Raghu garu on violin, Anur Vinod Shyam garu on mridangam, and SN Narayan Murthy garu on ghatam. Let me share a little bit about our artists. Vinay Sharva garu has emerged as one of the most prominent vocalists of Carnatic music, known for his sonorous voice and energetic rendition style. His music is traditional and filled with spontaneity, coupled with rhythmic perfection. He has excelled in academics by completing his of degree in electronics and working in drone aerospace systems as a senior engineer. He has received multiple awards. Vinod Sharvagaru's musical career has progressed successfully, and audiences across the country have been highly appreciative of his music. The list of awards are endless. So for now, we will experience his music because that is what this beauty of PMME is. Music speaks louder than words. Now, I would like to introduce our violinist of the day. He's BK Raghu Garu. His gurus are Vidushi D. Sushma Rao and Vidushi D. Surya Prabha, Vidwan B.U. Ganesh Prasad Garu, and Neela Ram Gopalji. He started learning at a very tender age and performed across halls across India and abroad. He has about 20 years of experience in the Indian classical Carnatic music field. He's an A grade artist and he's performed all across India. So let us make sure that we know that we have the best of Carnatic music right here in Pyramid Valley. Now let's know a little bit about Anur Vinod Shyam. He hails from a Annur family of renowned and respected music family of Karnataka. He's the great grandson of Vidwan Annur Shammanna, a renowned Veena artist, grandson of Gana Kala Bhushana, Vidwan Annur S. Ramakrishna, an esteemed violinist. He's a B high grade artist of All India Radio and has accompanied many senior performers across India and abroad. And you will also hear him tomorrow in an ensemble because that is how multi percussionists are. They're present everywhere, can play every instrument and with perfection. So, welcome. And now we have Narayan Murthy Garu. He's under the guidance of Srimati Sukanya Ram Gopalji. She's a well-known Ghatam artist. Narayan Murthy Garu is a B-high grade artist of All India Radio and Doordarshan. He has trained many students who are now on the performing stage. So, Guru and Laghu. Laghu becomes a Guru. That is what Patriji teaches us from time to time. And let us enjoy and immerse ourselves in this Carnatic music ambience in Pyramid Valley International. So, my dear friends, let us assume our positions and clasp our hands, cross our feet, and close our eyes and experience the divinity in its very essence. Close your eyes and just be with your natural breath. Let the music sink in.
Pranams to everyone. We will be starting this concert with a compositional form called as Varnam in this raga called Saveri, set to Aditala. Sarasuda ninne kori sarasuda ninne kori jana marulu Veera Sarasudaya ninne kori marulu konnadira giri velayo Sri Venkatesha velayo Sri Venkatesha ide samayamu sari gari sari sagari sari da gari sagari ga sari sari mappa sari gari sari sagari sari da dasari mappa dara pamari mavada sari sa pamada pa nida ni pada mapa sari mavada nida nida pamapa sanida padari sanida pamada pa nida pada sari kari nida kari sanida dasanida pamagari sa kari sanida sanida pamagari sada sada sura ninne ori chala marulo konnadira sarasuda ninne ori chala marulo konnadira giri velayo Sri Venkatesha karunyo ನೀರೇ ಸಮಯಗಮು ಸಾರಿ ಗರಿ ಸರಿ ಸಗರಿ ಸರಿ ರಿ ಸಗರಿ ಗ ಸರಿ ದ ಸರಿ ಮಪ ದನಪ ಮರಿ ಮಪದ ಸರಿ ಸ ಪಮದ ಪನಿ ಧನಿ ಪದ ಮಪ ಸರಿ ಮಪದ ನಿದ ನಿದಪ ಮಪ ಸನಿ ದಪ ಗರಿ ಸನಿ ದಪ ಮದ ಬರಿ ದಪ ದ ಸರಿ ಗರಿ ರಿ ದ ಗರಿ ಸರಿ ದ ಧನಿ ದಪ ಮಗರಿ ಗರಿ ಸರಿ ಧನಿ ಸರಿ ದಪ ಮಗರಿ ಸ ಸರ ಸೋಡ ನಾನಿ ಪೈನೇನ ರೂನೈ ವೇಳಾದಾನಿ ಪೈನೇನ ರೂನೈ ವೇಳಾದಾನಿ ಪೈನೇನ ರೂನೈ ವೇಳಾದ ಪಾದ ಮಗರಿ ಮ ಪಾದ ನೀದ ಪಮದ ನೀ ಪೈನೇನ ರೂನೈ ದಾನಿ ಪದ ಪಮ ಪದ ನಿದ ಮಗರಿ ಸದ ಸಾರಿ ಮಬದ ಸರಿ ಮಬ ಮನಿದ ಪಮ ದಾನಿ ಪೈನೇನ ನೈ ವೇಳ ನಿದ ಮಗರಿ ಸದ ಮಗರಿ ಸಗರಿ ಸನಿ ರಿ ಸನಿ ದ ಸರಿ ಮಬದ ಸನಿ ರಿ ಸನಿ ದ ಸನಿ ಗ ಸನಿ ಪದ ಸ ಮಬದ ಗರಿ ಸನಿ ದ ಪಮದ ನೀ ಪೈನೇನ ನೈ ವೇಳ ಸಾ sa ri sa ni da ba ma ga ri sa sa ma da sa ri sa ni da ba ma ga ri sa sa ma da sa ri sa ni da ba ma ga ri sa sa ri ma da sa ri sa ni da ba ma ga ri sa sa ri ma da sa ri sa ni da ba ma ga ri sa da ri ma da sa ri sa ni da ba ma ga ri sa da ri ma da sa ri sa ni da ba ma ga ri sa sa pa ma da pa ni da ba ma ba da sa ni da ba da ni da ba ma ba da ma ga ni da ba ma sa ni da ba ni sa ni da pa da ma ga ri sa ri ma pa ri ma ba da pa ma ba da sa ma ba da sa ni ga ni sa ri sa ni da ba ma ga ri ma ba da sa ni ga ni sa ni da pa ma ga ri sa ri ma ba da ni pai ne na ru nai vela da ni pai
ಓಕೆನಾ? ಓಕೆ.
ವೈಲಿನ್ ಶಾರ್ಪ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಿ, ಬೇಸ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೊಡಿ, ಪಿಕಪ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಿನಿಮಲ್ ಇಡಿ, ಮೈಕ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮೇ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಿಡ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಿ, ಮಿಡ್. ತದರ ನನ್ನ ತದರ ತದನ In this raga, Shuddha Dhanyasi, we will be presenting famous composition of Sri Talapakam Annamacharya, Bhavamulona Bahyamunandunu, set to Aditala. Bhavamulona Bahyamunandunu భావములోన బాహ్యమునందును భావములోన బాహ్యమునందును భావములోన బాహ్యమునందును గోవింద గోవింద అని కొలువవో మనసా భావములోన బాహ్యమునందును గోవింద గోవింద అని కొలువవో మనసా భావములోన బాహ్యమునందును గోవింద గోవింద అని కొలువవో మనసా భావములోన బాహ్యము గోవింద గోవింద అని కొలువవో మనసా భావములోన బాహ్యము నందును. హరి అవతారములే అఖిల దేవతలు, హరి అవతారములే అఖిల దేవతలు, హరిలోనివే బ్రహ్మాండములు. హరి అవతారములే అఖిల దేవతలు హరిలోనివే బ్రహ్మాండములు హరినామములే అన్ని మంత్రములు హరినామములే అన్ని మంత్రములు హరినామములే హరినామములే అన్ని మంత్రములు హరి 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 హరియనవో హరి 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 హరియనవో మనసాభావములోన బాహ్యమునందును గోవింద గోవింద అని కొలువవో మనసాభావములోన బాహ్యమునందును అచ్యుతుడితడే ఆదియోనంత్యము అచ్యుతుడితడే ఆదియోనంత్యము అచ్యుతుడితడే ఆదియోనంత్యము అచ్యుతుడే అసురాంతకుడు అచ్యుతుడితడే అచ్యుతుడే అసురాంతకుడు అచ్యుతుడు శ్రీ వెంకటాద్రి మీద ఇదే అచ్యుతుడు శ్రీ వెంకటాద్రి మీద నిదే అచ్యుతుడు శ్రీ అచ్యుతుడు శ్రీ వెంకటాద్రి మీద నిదే అచ్యుత అచ్యుత శరణనవో అచ్యుత అచ్యుత శరణనవో మనసాభావములోన బాహ్యమునందును గోవింద గోవింద అని కొలువవో మనసాభావములోన బాహ్యమునందును భావములోన బాహ్యమునందును భావములోన బాహ్యమునందును We will now present the great, highly popular Pancharatna Kriti of Sadguru Tyagaraja in the Raga Shri Yendaro Mahanubhavulu Andariki Vandanamulu. ఎందరో మహానుభావులు ఎందరో మహానుభావులు ఎందరో మహానుభావులు ఎందరో మానసవన చరవర సంచారముని లిపి మోటి బాగుగ పొడగనే వారెందరో మహానుభావులు పమరి పమరి పాపమరి నీ పని పమ పమరి గరి సని ఎందరో మహానుభావులు సరగుణ పాదములకు స్వాంతమను సరోజమును సమర్పణము సేయువారెందరో సని పరి సని పరి సని పమ పని సరి గరి సరి మ ప సని స ప ప మరి మ పని ప సని ప రి సని ప గరి సని ప మరి గరి సని ఎందరో మహాబోలు పతిత పావనుడని పరాకరుణుడు పరమాత్మ నిజ మార్గముతో నువాడుచును సల్లాపముతో స్వరలయాదిరానములు తెలియువారెందరో పమమ పరిని గరిని సరి గరిని సని పని సరి గగరి సరి మ సరి రి మ పని సారి గరిని గరిని సని ప మరి గరి రి సని ఎందరో హరిగుణమణిమయ సరములు గణముల శోభిల్లు భక్త కోటిలను చెలిమితో కరుణ గల్గి జగమెల్లను సుధా దృష్టి చే బ్రోచువారెందరో పని సపాని మబని రీ మబని పమరి రి గరి సని సని గరి సని సరి మరి మప మబని సారి గరి సని పసాని పమరి పమరి గరి సని ఎందరో పోయను మీద నటలు గల్గు సరసుని సదా కనుల జూచును పులక శరీరులై ఆనంద పయోధిని మాగిలై ముదంబునను యశము గలవారెందరో మబని మబని రే మబని పమరి రే గరి సని మబని సాని సరి రే గరి సరి మపని పని మబరి గరి సరి మప మబ నిపని మాపరి మప ని మబని సరి రే గరి సని ప మపని ని సా రి గని రే గరి సని సని సా సని ప మ పరి మరి ప మని ప సాని ప మరి గరి సాని ఎందరో పరమ భాగవతమో నివర శశి విభాకర సనక సమందన శశుర కిం పురుషు కనక కశిపు సుతనార కుంభురు పవన సూను బాలచంద్రధర శుక సరోజ భవ భూసురవరుడు పరమ పావనులు గనులు పదము కమల భవ సుఖము సదానుభవము గలవారెందరో పారి మపరి మరి మప మప రి గరి రి గరి సని పని సప రి గరి సప పమ పని రి మపని సరి మపని పని సని సా ని సరి రి రి గని రి గని రి గని రి గని సని స సా ని పని సరి గని రి సా ని ని పమరి మపని సా ని పమరి గరి సని సరి సా ని ఎందరో నామ వైభవంబులు నీ పరాక్రమ ధైర్యముల శాంత మానసము నీవుల వచన సత్యములు రఘువర నీ ఎడస భక్తియు చకను దుర్మతములను కల్ల చేసిన నీ మది నేరింగి సతంబునను గుణ భజనానంద కీర్తనము సేయువారెందరో మహానుభావులు ని సరి ని సరి గరి రే సా ని సరి ని సరి గరి రే సా సని పారి సరి పని పారి సరి గరి సని సరి మ పని ప పమరి పాప మరి ని ప సని పరి సని ప పాప గరి రి గరి రి రి గరి రి గరి రి రి సా సా ప పారి రి గరి సని పని సని సా 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 పాప పారి రి రి గరి సని ఎందరో మహానుభావులు భాగవత రామాయణ గీతాదిశతి శాస్త్ర పురాణపు మర్మముల శివాది షణ్మఖముల గూఢములన్ ముప్పది ముక్కోటి సురాంతరంగము భావంబులనెరిగి భావరాగలయాది సౌఖ్యములే சிராயோர் கையினிரவதி சுகாப்புலை தியாகராஜா புலை நவாரிந்தரோ பிரேமமூர்த்தி கௌமு வேள நாமமூதல சேவாரோ பிரேமமூர்த்தி கௌமு நாமமூதல சேவாரோ ராமபக்தோடைன தியாக ராஜா ஸ்ரீராம பக்தோடைன தியாக ராஜரோதுலை ஸ்ரீராம பக்தோடைன தியாக ராஜரோதுலை நவாரிந்தரோ ததரனன ததனன na tadra na 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 ra na na tadra ra na We'll be presenting the composition of Sadguru Tyagaraja in this raga Pantuvarali, or also known as Kamavardhini, Raghuvara in Aditala. This will also be followed by Taniyavartanam by the percussion duo of Vinod and Narayan Murthy sir. Raghuvaranannu maravata guna, o Raghuvaranannu maravata guna, o Raghuvaranannu maravata guna. మనసున నీకే మరులు కొన్నానురా మనసున మరులు కొన్నానురా మనసున నీకే మరులు కొన్నానురా మనసున నీకే మరులు కొన్నాను రామనసున నీకే మరులు కొన్నాను రామనసున నీకే మనసున నీకే మరులు కొన్నాను రామనసు మనసున నీకే మరులు కొన్నాను మనసున నీకే మరులు కొన్నాను మనసున నీకే మరులు కొన్నాను మరులు కొన్నాను మనసున నీకే మరులు కొన్నాను నీకే మరులు కొన్నాను మనసున నీకే కొన్నాను రామన సుననీకే. మరులో కొన్నాను మరులో కొన్నాను నీకే మరులో కొన్నాను రామన సోనా నీకే మరులో కొన్నాను రామన సోన నీకే. మరులు కొన్నాను రామ మనసున నీకే మరులు కొన్నాను రామ మనసున నీకే మరులో కొన్నాను రామన సోన నీకే. మరులు కొన్నాను రామ నీకే మరులు కొన్నాను రామ సోన నీకే మరులు కొన్నాగను రామ సోన నీకే మరులు కొన్నాను రామ మన సోన నీకే. marulo nanu ramana sona ni marulo nanu ramana sona manasuna ni marulo kunagamu manasuna ni marulo kunagamu manasuna sunani ke marudu kunna anu duramana sunagani ke marudu kunna anu duramana sunagani ke marudu kunna anu duramana sunani kema guru kunna anu ramana sunani kema guru kunna anu ramana sunani kema guru kunna anu ramana sanida pamaga gamari mana suna ni gamapaga mapadama gamari mana suna ni sani ri ni sada ni pa dama pa mana suna ni gaga mama dada mama dada ni sati ni sada ni mada mana suna davadani sani gani magani sani sari ni sada dani pa dama gama badani gani sani da ri sani da pa ma gamari mana suna ni sani sa ni sa ni da ni sa sani da ba da ni da ba ma ba pa ma ga ma ri ma na suna ni ke ma ga ma da ba ma ga ri sa ri ga ma pa da ba ma ga ma ba da ni sa ga ni sa sa pa ni da ba ma pa 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 ma ga ma ri ma na su na. Magarisa, Dava Magarisa, Nidava Magarisa, Sani Dava Magarisa, Gani Sani Dari Sani Dava Pama Gavarimana Suna. Dani sama badani saga ma badani sari ga ma badani sari sa sa sani dava ma pa pa sani dava ni dava ma pa ma ga ri ma na suna. Dani madani ga madani re ga madani sani sati sa kani sani dava dava sani dava ma ga pa ma ga ri ma na suna. Gari ma ga ba ma da ba ni da sa ni ga ni sa ni sa ri sa ni da ba da pa da ba ma ga ma ri ma na su na. Da ba ma ba da pa 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 da ba da pa 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 da ba ma ba da pa pa da ba ma ba da pa pa da ba ma ba da ma ma ni da ba da pa da ba ma ba da pa pa da ba ma ba da pa ma ba da ba ma ba da ba ma ga ma da ba ma ga ri sa ri ga ma ba da ba ma ba da ni da ba ma ga da ma ni da sa ni da ni sa ni da ba da ni da ba ma ga ma ri ga ma pa 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 ma pa ga ma pa. Dava mani dava ma sani dava mani dani dava ma gani sani dava ma gari ma ga ba ma dava ma ba gari ma ga ba ma dava ma ba gari ma ga ba ma dava ma ba. Sa sani sani ni sani sa da ni pa pa ba da ma ga ma pa ma da ga ma pa ma pa ga ma ri ga sa ri ga ma da pa. Sani dava ma ba da ni sani dava ma ga ma pa ma ga ma pa pa da ba ni da ba ma da ba ma ga pa ga ma ga da ga ba pa. Sani dava ma ga ma ba da ni sani da ni sani dava da ni sani dava ma pa. Gari gari sani da ni da ba ma ga gari ni da gari sani da ba. Sani da ba ma ba ga ma ba. Ri sani da ba ma pa ma ga ma da ba. Gari sani da ba ma ba da ba. Da ba ma ba da ba ma ba ma da ma ba. Sa ba ma ba da ba ma ba da ba. Ga ga ma da ni da ni da ba ma ba. Madani da ma ba. Ri ga ma da madani da ma ba. Ri ga ma da madani da ba. Ni da sani da ba ma ba. Ni da sani da ba ma ba. Ni da sani da ba ma ba. Da ba ma ba da ba. Da ba ma ba ni da. Sani da ba sani. Madani Manida Gamada Gadapa Sapamabadapa Ripamabadapa Gapamabadapa Babamabadapa Dabamabadapa 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 Mabadapa Badabada da 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 dani da dani da Dabamabadani Sada Nini ni ni sani sani dama 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 gani ni mama ni niri niri ni dama gama da niri ni riri ni ni da dama gama da ni dama gama dama gari gari mama gari gari da dama maga gama ni da dama riri ma da da ma da ni ri da ni sa ni sa ri da ni sa ni sa ri da ni sa da ni ri 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 sa ni sa da ri 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 ga ni sa ni da ni ri 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 da da ri ri ga ni sa ni sa ri ga Sari ga 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 ma ga ma ga ni sani sari ga ma ma ga ni sa sa ba ma ga ni sani sa ga ni ma ga ma 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 ni sani ba ma ma ga ma ni sani ni sa da ni ba da ma ba ga ma ni ga ma ba ba da da ni sa da ni ri ri ga ma ma da da ni sa da ni da ri ga ma ma ba ba da da ni ga ni sa da ni ga ni sani da ni sa ni ri da ni sani da ba sa ni da sa ni da ba da ga ri sa ni da ri sa ni da ba sa ni da ba da ga ni sani da ba sa ni da ba ma ga ma pa da pa da ni ga ma pa da ni ma pa da ni sa pa da ni sa ti ga ma pa da ba ma pa da ni sa ni da ni sa ga ni sa ni da ni sa ti ni da ba sa ti da ga ma pa da ni sa ni da ni sa ni da ni sa ni da ba sa ti da ba da ni sa ni da ba ga ma ni na su na ni Boleh. Boleh. ಯಶೋದಾ ಮಗುಗಳ ಮಾಣಿಕ್ಯನ ಆಡಿಸಿದ ಯಶೋದಾ ಮಗುಗಳ ಆಡಿಸಿದ ಯಶೋದಾ ಜಗದೋ ಆಡಿಸಿದ ಯಶೋದಾ ಜಗದೋ ಪರಮ ಪುರುಷನ ಪರವಾಸುದೇವನ ಪರಮ ಪುರುಷನ ಪರವಾಸುದೇವನ ಪರಮ ಪುರುಷನ ಪರವಾಸುದೇವನ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ಆಡಿಸಿದ ಯಶೋದಾ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ಆಡಿಸಿದ ಯಶೋದಾ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ಆಡಿಸಿದ ಯಶೋದಾ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ಆಡಿಸಿದ ಯಶೋದಾ ಜಗದೋಧಾರನ ಆಡಿಸಿದ ಯಶೋದಾ ಜಗದೋಧಾರ ಜಗದೋಧಾರನ ಆಡಿಸಿದಳೆ ಯಶೋದಾ 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 ಆಡಿಸಿದೆ ಯಶೋದಾ 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 This was Jagadodharana, a composition of Sri Purandar Dasaru. I'll now sing a composition of Sri Vyasarayaru, Rangabandha Brindavanadalininda. This composition is based or is dedicated to Lord Krishna in Udupi. So there is a reference to the Krishna in Udupi, and this song has been written by Sri Vyasarayaru, dedicated to Udupi Krishna. ರಂಗಬಂದ ಬೃಂದಾವನದಲಿನಿಂದ ಕೊಳಲಿನ ಧ್ವನಿ ಬಲು ಚಂದ. 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 ನಂದ ಗೋಪಿಯರ ಕಂದ ಮುಕುಂದ, ನಂದ ಗೋಪಿಯರ ಕಂದ ಮುಕುಂದ, ಸುಂದರಿಯರ ಆನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ. ರಂಗಬಂದ ಬೃಂದಾವನದಲಿನಿಂದ ಕೊಳಲಿನ ಧ್ವನಿ ಬಲು ಚಂದ. ನಂದ ಗೋಪಿಯರ ಕಂದ ಮುಕುಂದ, ಸುಂದರಿಯರ ಆನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ. ರಂಗಬಂದ ಬೃಂದಾವನದಲಿನಿಂದ ಕೊಳಲಿನ ಧ್ವನಿ ಬಲು ಚಂದ. ಮಂದಗಮನೇರ ಕೂಡಿ ಸರಸವನಾಡುತ್ತ, ಇಂದಿರೆಯರಸ ನಗುತ ಕೊಳಲನೋದುತ. ಮಂದಗಮನೇರ ಕೂಡಿ ಸರಸವನಾಡುತ್ತ, ಇಂದಿರೆಯರಸ ನಗುತ ಕೊಳಲನೋದುತ. ಎಂದೆಂದಿಗೂ ತನ್ನ ನಂಬಿದ ಭಕ್ತರ ಎಂದೆಂದಿಗೂ ತನ್ನ ನಂಬಿದ ಭಕ್ತರ ಎಂದೆಂದಿಗೂ ತನ್ನ ಎಂದೆಂದಿಗೂ ತನ್ನ ನಂಬಿದ ಭಕ್ತರ ಬಂದು ಪೋರೆವ ಆನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ. ರಂಗಬಂದ ಬೃಂದಾವನದಲಿನಿಂದ ಕೊಳಲಿನ ಧ್ವನಿ ಬಲು ಚಂದ. ಎಂದೆಂದಿಗೂ ತನ್ನ ನಂಬಿದ ಭಕ್ತರ ಬಂದು ಪೋರೆವ ಆನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ. ರಂಗಬಂದ ಬೃಂದಾವನದಲಿನಿಂದ ಕೊಳಲಿನ ಧ್ವನಿ ಬಲು ಚಂದ. ಮಥುರೆಯಿಂದಲಿ ಬಂದ ಮಾವನ ಕೊಂದ, ಮಥುರೆಯಿಂದಲಿ ಬಂದ ಮಾವನ ಕೊಂದ. ಮಥುರೆಯಿಂದಲಿ ಬಂದ ಮಥುರೆಯಿಂದಲಿ ಬಂದ ಮಾವನ ಕೊಂದ ಕಡಗೋಲನೇನ ಕೈಲಿ ಹಿಡಿದ ದ್ವಾರಕವಾಸ ಕಡಗೋಲನೇನ ಕೈಲಿ ಹಿಡಿದ ದ್ವಾರಕವಾಸ ಎಂದೆಂದಿಗೂ ಹಡಗಿನಿಂದಲಿ ಬಂದು ಉಡುಪಿನಿ ನೆಲೆ ನಿಂದು ಹಡಗಿನಿಂದಲಿ ಬಂದು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಹಡಗಿನಿಂದಲಿ ಬಂದು ಉಡುಪಿನಿ ನೆಲೆನಿಂದು ಹಡಗಿನಿಂದಲಿ ಬಂದು ಉಡುಪಿಲಿ ನೆಲೆನಿಂದು ಬಿಡದೆ ಪೂಜೆಗೊಳ್ಳುವ ಒಡೆಯ ಶ್ರೀಕೃಷ್ಣ ರಂಗ ಬಂದ ಬೃಂದಾವನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂದ ಕೊಳಲಿನ ಧ್ವನಿ ಬಲು ಚಂದ ನಂದ ಗೋಪಿಯರ ಕಂದ ಮುಕುಂದ ಸುಂದರಿಯರ ಆನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ ರಂಗ ಬಂದ ಬೃಂದಾವನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂದ ಕೊಳಲಿನ ಧ್ವನಿ ಬಲು ಚಂದ ರಂಗ ಬಂದ ಬೃಂದಾವನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂದ ಕೊಳಲಿನ ಧ್ವನಿ ಬಲು ಚಂದ ರಂಗ ಬಂದ ಬೃಂದಾವನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂದ ಕೊಳಲಿನ ಧ್ವನಿ ಬಲು ಚಂದ. Now a composition of Sri Annamacharya in the raga Kuranji, Muddugare Yashoda. ಮುದ್ದುಗಾರೆ ಯಶೋದ ಮುಂಗಿಟಿ ಮುತ್ಯ ಮೂವಿಡು ತಿದ್ದರಾಣಿ ಮಹಿಮಲ ದೇವಕಿ ಸುತುಡು ಮುದ್ದುಗಾರೆ ಯಶೋದ ಮುಂಗಿಟಿ ಮುತ್ಯ ಮೂವಿಡು ತಿದ್ದರಾಣಿ ಮಹಿಮಲ ದೇವಕಿ ಸುತುಡು ಮುದ್ದುಗಾರೆ ಯಶೋದ ಮುಂಗಿಟಿ ಮುತ್ಯ ಮೂವಿಡು ತಿದ್ದರಾಣಿ ಮಹಿಮಲ ದೇವಕಿ ಸುತುಡು ಮುದ್ದುಗಾರೆ ಯಶೋದ ಅಂತ ನಿಂತ ಗೊಲ್ಲೆ ತಲ ಅರಚೇತಿ ಮಾಣಿಕ್ಯಮೋ ಪಂತ ಮಾಡೆ ಕಂಸುನಿ ಪಾಲಿವಜ್ರಮೋ ಅಂತ ನಿಂತ ಗೊಲ್ಲೆ ತಲ ಅರಚೇತಿ ಮಾಣಿಕ್ಯಮೋ ಪಂತ ಮಾಡೆ ಕಂಸುನಿ ಪಾಲಿವಜ್ರಮೋ ಕಾಂತುಲ ಮೂಡು ಲೋಕಾಲ కాంతుల మూడు లోకాల గరుడ పచ్చ పూస కాంతుల మూడు లోకాల కాంతుల మూడు లోకాల గరుడ పచ్చ పూస చంతల మాలోలున్న చిన్ని కృష్ణుడు 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 ముత్తుగారే యశోద ముంగిటి ముఖ్యము వీరు ఇద్దరాని మహిమల దేవకీ సుతుడు ముత్తుగారే యశోద కాళింగుని తలలపై కప్పిన పుష్య రాగము ఏదేటి శ్రీ వెంకటాద్రి ఇంద్రనీలము కాళింగుని తలలపై కప్పిన పుష్య రాగము ఏదేటి శ్రీ వెంకటాద్రి ఇంద్రనీలము పాలకల నిధిలో పాలజల నిధిలోన వాయని దివ్యరత్నము పాలజల నిధిలోన వాయని దివ్యరత్నము బాలుని వలె తిరిగి పద్మనాభుడు బాలుని వలె తిరిగి పద్మనాభుడు బాలుని వలె తిరిగి పద్మనాభుడు బాలుని వలె పద్మనాభుడు బాలుని వలె తిరిగి పద్మనాభుడు ముత్తుగారే యశోద ముంగిటి ముఖ్యము వీడు ఇద్దరాని మహిమల దేవకీ సుతుడు ముత్తుగారే యశోద ముంగిటి ముఖ్యము వీడు ఇద్దరాని మహిమల దేవకీ సుతుడు ఇద్దరాని మహిమల సుతుడు ఇద్దరాని మహిమల దేవకీ సుతుడు Now present a bhajan composed by Maharaja Swati Tirunal of the erstwhile Travancore Samasthanam. This is in the raga Hamsanandi and it is dedicated to Lord Shiva, who in the company of his Ganas, his wife, his family, is dancing, and all the members of his family, his entourage, they are witnessing this great spectacle of Shankara dancing. Now present Shankara Shri Girinatha Prabhu, Raga Hamsanandi, Aditala. शंकर श्री गिरिनाथ प्रभु के 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 व्रत विराजित चित्र सभा में शंकर श्री गिरिनाथ प्रभु के व्रत विराजित चित्र सभा में शंकर श्री गिरिनाथ प्रभु के व्रत विराजित चित्र सभा में शंकर श्री गिरिनाथ प्रभु के व्रत विराजित चित्र सभा में शंकर श्री गिरिनाथ प्रभु प्रभु के भस्म त्रिनेत्र कले भस्म त्रिनेत्र कले भस्म त्रिनेत्र कले रुंडमाला भस्म त्रिनेत्र कले भस्म त्रिनेत्र कले रुंडमाला भस्म त्रिनेत्र कले वृंदमाला पूतन के संग नाचत भृंगी भस्म त्रिनेत्र खले वृंदमाला पूतन के संग नाचत भृंगी शंकर श्री गिरि नाथ प्रभु के व्रत विराजित चित्र सभा में शंकर श्री गिरि नाथ प्रभु प्रभु के तानत ताकीट तका आया तानत ताकीट तका तानत ताकीट तका आया तानत ताकीट तका तानत ताकीट तका श्रुति गति राजे 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 तानत ताकीट तका तानत ताकीट तका श्रुति गति राजे पदुमनाभमन कमल विराजे तानत ताकीट तका श्रुति गति पदुमनाभमन कमल विराजे शंकर श्री गिरि नाथ प्रभु के व्रत विराजित चित्र सभा में शंकर श्री गिरि नाथ प्रभु के शंकरा 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 प्रभु शंकरा गिरि नाथ प्रभु के प्रभु के शंकरा 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 धीम तधुनि कुतक धीम तद्रकिट तो नाचे रग कोरी ताहि तै तिरक धीम तधुनि कुतक धीम तद्रकिट तो नाचे रग कोरी ताहि तै तिरक धीम तधुनि कुतक बाज पायल कहू जनन जनन बाज पायल कहू बाज पायल कहू जनन 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 धिम धिम जनन 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 धिम धिम जनन 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 धिम तरुणि कुतक వాజపాయనకపు జనన 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 జననది జనన 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 జననది ఇంతగోని కూడా కానకావేత కథ తైత తై కానకావేత కథ తైత తై తైత తైత తగన భీం తగత తగది భీం తగత తగది భీం తగత తగది హరో హరదో హరదీం తగోని కూడా భీం తైత తైత తగన భీం తగత తగది భీం తగత తగది భీం తగత తగది హరతో హరతో హరదీం తగోని కూడా पदुमनाभ तुम्हारी लीला पदुमनाभ तुम्हारी लीला क्या कहूँ मैं सावरो पदुमनाभ तुम्हारी लीला सावरो तापस संकट हरण आयो मारो तुम्हारो तापस संकट हरण आयो मोर मारो तुम्हारो तदिं तदिं तिरन तदिं तदानि दानि तदिं तदिं तिरन तदिं तिरन तदिं तदानि दानि तदिं तदिं तिरन तादित्तो तगन गनै तदानि तगदानति अनरि करद कथकदां दार कथकमं तानि कथकदां दारनि तनमलनि तां 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 तगदन मलनि तों 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 तगदन मलनि धीं तगोनि कोदत्ति तदिं तिरन तदिं तदिं तिरन तगन गनै तदानि तगदानति अनरि करद तां दार कथकमं तानि तां दार सिं 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 तनमलनि तां 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 तगदन मलनि तों 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 तगदन मलनि धीं तगोनि कोदत्ति तदगि तत्त्वं नाचरगे तोरि नादि तै 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 तिरगद तादि तै तै तिरगद तादि तै 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 तिरगद धीं तगोनि कोदत्ति गोनि कोदत्ति गोनि कोदत्ति
In Kannada, the one phrase that will come is "Tumba chanagide." Thank you so much, Vinay Sharva garu, BK Raghu garu, Anur Vinod Sham garu, and Narayan Murthy garu for this enthralling performance. Thank you so much. On behalf of Pyramid Music Meditation Academy, it's a deep honor to have you on this stage. And with so much ease. That's how life is, right? With ease. As natural as breath is. That's how you should be. That's how Patri sir teaches us. As how life can be celebration with least effort. So let us felicitate our artists. For that, I would like to invite Sagar sir to please come and felicitate our artists. Music, please. Thank you, Naga Srinivas ji and Sagar sir. We are in the Pyramid Valley International, the second largest pyramid of Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement. To make a program like Pyramid Music Meditation Fest to happen, it takes a lot of group consciousness, teamwork, and intent, a very powerful intent. So, to share a little bit about that, I would request Sagar ji, who is the managing trustee of Pyramid Valley International, to speak a few words.
Good afternoon, friends. So, how was the experience? Yes, the experience of coming back to live concerts, experiencing meditation inside the Mega Pyramid is back now. For the last 1.5 years, we've all been behind Zoom, looking at sessions in YouTube. But this is the experience, this is the real experience that we've all been waiting for. And going forward, I think we will have many more such events, many more such functions here. And if you know, PSSM has lined up a whole host of events over the next few months. So we have the Mahayog Dhyan Kumbh coming up in Rishikesh, middle of this month. And end of this month, we have Patri Sir's Live Like a Buddha workshop. And again, next year, as you know, we have Dhyana Mahachakram in Hyderabad and a lot more events. But the key thing is coming back and coming into the physicality of the performance. In fact, today when Vinay sir's performance and all the sessions. This morning's session was wonderful. Yesterday's sessions were excellent. Being present here in this mega pyramid, listening to masters, getting the sound waves impact our body and mind is an experience in itself. I would say this is like almost like Nada Dhyana. We are just meditating with the pyramid energy as well as the energy of the sound. So this experience is really priceless. I'm sure, in fact, I would call out to all the online viewers to come down here, enjoy the experience here for the rest of the day today and as well as tomorrow. We have the final day. And by the way, tomorrow we have a grand finale with Pancharatna Kirtanas. Tomorrow afternoon, it's going to be a grand joint session. We have 30 to 40 artists coming here and singing. So you can also join them in that grand finale tomorrow afternoon. So while this experience is priceless, just like they say, the MasterCard ad, the experience is priceless, but for everything else, there is MasterCard. So there's a lot of things that have gone into making this experience possible for each one of us, right? The musicians coming here, the wonderful audio video system, thanks to our experts, the wonderful lighting system, again, thanks to our experts, the wonderful camera people beaming this program into YouTube. And of course, all of you coming here has been priceless as well. So all this takes money, takes effort, takes time from the hundreds of volunteers and hundreds of people who have contributed to this event so far. As you know, we have this event, admission is free. We have free food thanks to our Nityanadana program of Pyramid Valley. You just pay for accommodation. People who are staying here, that's our regular discounted accommodation that we provide for all workshops. There's nothing more you pay. So our humble request is, as you enjoy this experience, please also participate in contributing to the building up of this event. We do have a lot of people who've donated so far online. We have the donation button. Thanks to all of them. Thanks to some of our sponsors. But nevertheless, there is still more opportunity for all of you to contribute to this event. Please, we have our donation counters just outside this, near the gate. There is a donation counter in Annadana dining hall. There's a donation counter in Starlight. So please open your wallets, flash your e-wallets, whip out your cards, be generous in contributing to Pyramid Music Meditation Academy. So this will help us conduct many more such events in the future. We'd love to have all budding musicians on the platform here in this wonderful mega pyramid. It's an experience for the musicians, it's an experience for all of us. And as always, we also expect volunteer services. So all the events that we conduct in Pyramid Valley as well as in other places, we always look out for volunteers. And volunteering in itself is a learning experience for each one of us. So I've been a volunteer here for all these days. I voluntarily do my role as a managing trustee. And now Patri sir has also given me this role of treasurer and coordinator for the Pyramid Music Meditation Academy. So it's a fantastic experience. So experience being here, experience being a contributor of money, contributor of time, contributor of effort by volunteering. So request all your help, just an appeal to you and all the viewers seeing online and all your friends who are enjoying this experience. Number one, please do be here and be part of this experience. Number two, contribute in whatever way is possible for you. There are online donations as well, and in-person donations are possible here. With that, we'll continue on to the next section of the programs. Yes, I'll hand over to our wonderful anchor, Amolya. Okay. So we'll want to just thank a few of our donor sponsors whom we know of so far, and of course, all the many more donors online as well. Thanks to all the donors. Just a few of the names who contributed more than 50,000 you see there, but we are also thankful for all the donors who contributed out here in Anadana, who've been contributing here as well as online. Thank you, and we'd love to have more of it as well. Thank you.
Like we all have known that vitamin M is a very important energy that we need to enable any program, any initiative to happen. So please come forward and contribute, because when you share energy, that will be shared to more people, and that's how it will grow. It's like a ripple effect. So please go downstairs and please contribute. Now, taking the event further, I would like to invite Chandra Pulamare Setti Garu to take it forward. He's the founder of Buddha CEO Foundation, to please take it forward.
Thank you, Amolya. Friends, this Pyramid Valley in its glory is like this because with Patrisa's vision that is completely matched with a vice chairman and visionary, Sri Shreyans Daga. Any amount of talk is not sufficient for the contributions that is made to PSS movement and to Pyramid Valley. So we have his wonderful spiritual talk today. Valley, if you are seeing, and we must have explored by now in 3 days, many elements here. Whether it's the nature, whether it's the pyramid in itself, the designs of the pyramids, everything that you see is made absolutely possible because of his artistic views, his grand vision for spiritual elements, and his long-term views of how a place like this can be set up for absolutely national and international audience. So that is Sri Shreyans Daga is a very successful business leader. I'm asked to introduce him. Please, Shreyans, come over to the stage. A successful entrepreneur, his spiritual journey unintentionally started at a very young age of 19 years when he overcame a major illness through this simple meditation that Patriji personally taught him. Please come up. Patriji personally taught him when he was 19. And then since then, he never looked back in integrating spirituality, meditation into his life, while he literally grew his business single-handedly for his family business from a very distressful mode to a very grand, successful business through the practice of meditation. Shreyans attributes a lot of his success to his meditation practices. So through his workshops now, through Shreyans Daga Foundation, through Pyramid Valley, through PSM Global, through many platforms, Shreyans is on a mission to empower and transform as many lives as possible with his knowledge, learning, and experience. Many of you, I'm sure, have experienced it, and then those who are on the online and otherwise, many musical background people are here. Shreyans is integrating a lot of science. The more we know the science behind why we are doing, the more we feel that we can integrate into our life. So he's integrating a lot of science in the form of quantum physics, neuroscience, epigenetics, whatnot, everything available. He's a very business, very successful, very busy person. But just last month, in October, he spent nearly 25 days on just on a self quest. He went around the world attending workshops, attending, some kind of MBA equivalent of programs just to enrich himself, enhance himself. Successful people all the time are people who want to be really good at what they're doing, are taking time. We learned from Patrisa that we got to take time. All of you, congratulate yourself for taking 4 days of your time to be here, right? So Shreyans is like that. He spent 25 days. I was super surprised that he's going from master to master and then attending workshops in US and worldwide, and then come back here fresh. We have a lot to learn from him. And Shreyans He's a very successful business leader, having led its family group of businesses called Brethil Oil Group of Businesses, and including Senovi Technologies, an IT company that I had the opportunity to partner and work with him to be successful in that too. And so, Shreyans, thank you. And his talk is, if I read it right, democratizing music. What's the title again? How quantum physics democratized music. So I'm very curious because there is so much seems like in this.
I read this topic while coming on the way.
Okay. All right. Oh, you read the topic. Somebody gave the topic. All right. Okay. So it's an honor to listen to this great master. So thank you, Shreyans. Yes.
Thank you, Chandra. Thank you so much. So my pranams to Brahmashri Patriji, and thanks to all of you. It's really my honor, privilege to be with all of you today, especially after COVID, after 2 years. It's so amazing to feel the physical presence of everyone. Though energetically we've all been together through various Zoom sessions and online meditation sessions, but so good to be all with all of you together, and especially inside this pyramid in Pyramid Valley with such amazing energy. So thank you all friends. Thank you, Sagar, Chandra, everyone for giving me this opportunity and privilege to talk for next 45 minutes. So friends, my journey, as Chandra shared, is started at the age of 19 when I was going through, my father had passed away. Then I was detected with chest TB. And then at that time I had a complete nervous breakdown, and I was wondering, how do I take my life forward? How do I navigate my life forward? And, uh, and that was the time I really sought help, that I need some guidance, I need some help. And next day, Patriji happened to be in Bombay, and luckily he stayed with me, and he saw me taking medicines for the TB. And then he told me that your TB is like a fire alarm. By taking medicine, you're shutting your fire alarm. But the real fire is your grief, your anxiety that you're going through because of your father's death. So unless you heal that, the medicine is not going to really help you in the long run. But then I told him, sir, I don't know how do I heal myself? He said, that's why I'm here today. And that was my first introduction to meditation. And first time when I meditated with him for 40 minutes, I was alone with him, and he was playing beautiful music. So that was my first introduction of meditation along with music. And I was wondering why music. And but when he was playing music, with the flow of music, I was feeling the flow of current flowing into my body. I had a chest TB. I could feel a strong energy flowing into my chest. And as if with every note of his flute, the energy was moving inside my body. And after 40 minutes, when I opened my eyes, I felt so relaxed and so absolutely peaceful. There was no anxiety, there was no fear, and that feeling I had lost, I've forgotten in last since my father's death, and that was the time when he told me that if you meditate for 40 days every day, and you can always use some music and combine music with meditation, you can heal yourself completely. You can heal not only physically, but you heal your root cause, which is emotional. And when you heal yourself emotionally, physical healing will be the byproduct. And doesn't matter whether it is TB or it could be any other hidden diseases, you'll heal everything. And I trusted him because that feeling was so powerful during that meditation. After the meditation, I said, "Let me give it a try." And I started meditating every day along with music. He gave me a CD of his flute, and I was playing his flute and listening and hearing and doing the meditation. And I got so hooked on that I was meditating for almost 6 hours during a day in intervals. And after 30 days, I was due for my chest X-ray, and got my X-ray done. The doctor was shocked. He was completely shocked that there was no mark of any TB. And and that was the time I realized that simple technique of meditation and combining with music has the power to heal ourselves. And and he just taught me meditation. He left, but 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 meditation by itself was such a powerful tool that there's no dependency on anybody. And that's what Patrisa teaches is we don't have to depend on anybody. Our breath is our guru. We are gods. We have the power to heal ourselves, to create whatever we want in our life. And that was my beginning of introduction to meditation and music. And since then, I did a lot of research on how meditation really helps, how music really helps, how I was seeing so many changes in my life. Not only did I heal myself, I was emotionally very happy, very joyful, and I was wondering how did it really happen. And that got me into the research on quantum physics, quantum science, neuroscience, brain waves, chakras, epigenetics, how meditation helps us at in different levels, different dimensions. And I got all my answers through that. And today's topic, I was told to share some experiments on music and how has the music has an impact on healing, on our physical body, on manifestations. So I'm going to share a few experiments with you, and I'm going to share few, maybe 4 or 5 experiments with you chronologically. So I hope it makes sense to you. But more than anything, I mean, experiments are, we don't need the proof of these experiments to know that you all have been meditators, you all have been listening to music, combining music with meditation. And we all know how the music is so powerful, right? Music can make us play, music can make us dance, music, even if your saddest moment, if you hear to your music of your college days or of your childhood days, you can start dancing, you can start moving, and it can take you out of any deep emotional trauma or emotional state, and it can heal you. And music has a power to make us laugh, make us cry. Music is so powerful because music transcends our analytical mind, it transcends our logical mind. Logic does not produce magic, and that's why music produces magic, because it moves beyond analytical mind. If if there's one thing which combine 7.9 million people on this planet, is music. No matter what culture, what tradition, what religion you belong to, everyone has one common thing, is music. And the history of music is before humanity is born, before they say that the planets, the earth, the moon, the stars, everything came from music, everything came from sound. So music is so old. So the history of music is more than what we can even think of. So and that is one thing which combines all of us. If I talk to you in a language which is not known to you, like say Kannada is not known to me, but if you talk to me in Kannada, I may not understand anything. But if you play some good, nice Kannada music, it can move me. I can feel I can feel the energy and vibration of the music. So that is the power of music. And because it communicates directly with your heart. It communicates directly with at a cellular level. And it can heal you, it can transform you, it can move you without without using our analytical mind, without using our logical mind. So today I'm going to share with you a few experiments. Um, yeah, can you share the first slide? So this is what Nikola Tesla said. If you wish to find the secrets of the universe, think of it in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. So we all know in the music, every music has a frequency, it has a vibration. And now so much research has been done on music. Scientifically, we have all the evidence. I mean, and all these things were known to our ancients, to our, this is a very ancient science, because, and that's why we have Indian classical music, which is so enriching. They know at what hertz, what frequency can evoke what kind of emotion in that person. And we all knew, and our ancients knew all this since many years back, many thousands of years back. It is just that the modern science in last 100 years is able to show it in a scientific way. Yeah, next slide. So friends, I'm going to show a research by Dr. Masaru Emoto. He's a Japanese scientist who did a lot of research on words, sound, music, which how it has an impact on water. And why this research is so important? Because 70% of our body is water. More than 70% of our earth is water. And yeah, can you share the next slide? So this is what he did. What he did was he froze the water and put it under a microscope. And before freezing the same water, he exposed it to different words or different sounds or different music. And when he saw it under the microscope, the water had a different formation, different molecular structure of the water. The same water changed into different molecular structure. So when he exposed the water to the word thank you, it made a beautiful crystalline structure. When he showed it wisdom, truth, eternal, angel, I love you, all showed a beautiful crystalline structures, peace. And when he exposed it to the word you fool, you fool, you fool, you can see how distorted the energy of the water is. Then he exposed it to the word you make me sick, you make me sick. And the water became so distorted. You can see it is looking like really ugly and evil. Then he used two waters, the same water, polluted water before prayer. It was the original water was like this. Then he offered prayer to the water as in a group, and the water changes molecular structure and it became a crystalline structure. Right? So it's amazing how the power of music or sound or words has such a big impact on our lives. No, next, 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 next. Yeah, next. Sorry, I think they showed some wrong slides. So yeah. So yeah, you can go next. Yeah. Yeah. So this was a very important research because it shows that how how our thoughts, how our emotions can be influenced by music. Music, why does music makes us feel happy, makes us feel joyful, or makes us feel sad? You can put on a sad music and you can start crying because music directly has an impact on our emotions. It can change the expression of our DNA. It can influence our thoughts, it can influence our emotions. And how we feel is how we think. We always think equal to our emotional state. If you're in a good emotional state, you'll have that positive thoughts. And the beauty of music is it can put into the right vibration, right emotional state directly. And then you will sponsor the thoughts, then you'll have a thoughts corresponding to those emotions. All of a sudden you are positive, you're thinking positive, you are making the right choices. And how you think and how you feel is what you draw into your life. If music is a powerful tool to transform your thoughts and emotions, and when you can transform your thoughts and emotions, that is what you draw into your life. When things change inside you, things change around you. Right? Our feelings are equal to prayer. Whatever is your feeling is, that's what we are praying for. Feeling a state produces that state. And music is a powerful tool to transform our emotions, to transform our feelings. And that's how we create a new world into our life. We create magic into our life. We create heaven into our on this planet with the help of music. Right? So the beauty of music is music. Most of the time we are obsessed with the current environment, with the current challenging situations, with current problems. And so much of focus goes on all those things that wherever attention goes, the energy flows. And we are living in a constant state of resistance. But the beauty of music is the moment you put on your favorite music or hear to some nice classical music or rock music or hip hop music or some dance music, whatever, you immediately feel elevated. You feel like dancing, you feel like maybe going within into meditation, whatever. And that really helps you to drop resistance. At that moment of time, you're completely in that present moment. You are defocused from your problems in life, from your challenges in life. And at that moment, you're in a state of joy. But the beauty is what happens is when you're in a state of joy and happiness, it drops the resistance towards everything in your life around you. And after the song, after the dance, after the music, even we don't even realize the same problem, the same challenges. We'll deal with it with much more grace, with much more effortless ease. You transform you into the state of acceptance and allowance, right? So that's why music is so important. And I think this is we are blessed that we have that 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 now the music is so easily available to each of us, right? Earlier in a time we used to have to buy a tape or a CD to play the music, but luckily now music is just one click away. So I think we are in a time which we are so blessed to have the best of the music of the world, which is just one click away. So let me share with you a few more experiments. Yeah, okay. Next video.
Motto's laboratory does
And,
research
go ahead, go ahead.
which are subjected to
I will
various forms of
shared
outside
about
influence.
this.
The impressions made upon the water are. Somebody said, "Thank you" to this
Okay,
water.
or increase the volume. Yeah. Okay.
Excuse me.
It's the same experiment by Dr. Masaru Emoto.
You disgust me. Let us see how this type of water affects human blood. The doctor is drawing blood from a patient's finger. Using a special microscope, we shall be able to see the condition of her body from this drop.
These are red blood cells, and they've lost their electrical charge, so they're all stuck together in a formation called a rouleau. Here's a huge symplast. Symplasts are associated with heart disease and arthritis and lung disease and many other conditions that could be coming in the future.
The doctor asks the patient to drink a small amount of structurized water. After 12 minutes, the doctor again draws blood from the patient and studies it.
So you can see that the cells then become buoyant, they become slippery, and they have their electrical charge, so they repel each other. That allows them to carry oxygen, and it means that we're changing the pH of the blood back to an aerobic environment rather than an anaerobic environment. I think that's utterly amazing that just drinking water could do that.
In 1995, Dr. Emoto Masaru was the first one to record musical impressions on water. In Dr. Emoto Masaru's laboratory, they allowed water to listen to music, after which they flash froze the water. And then, under the microscope, they could clearly see the crystals that the water had formed. Here is what the music of Bach looks like. Mozart, Beethoven, heavy rock, Dr. Emoto has conducted another interesting experiment. He placed rice into 3 glass beakers and covered it with water. And then every day for a month, he said, "Thank you" to one beaker. "You're an idiot" to the second. And the third one, he completely ignored. After 1 month, the rice that had been thanked began to ferment, giving off a strong, pleasant aroma. The rice in the second beaker turned black. And the rice that was ignored began to rot. Dr. Emoto thinks that this experiment provides an important lesson, especially with regard to how we treat children. We should take care of them, give them attention, and converse with them. Indifference does the greatest harm. Dr. Emoto's laboratory does research on water samples which are subjected to
Thank you. Wasn't that interesting? Yeah. So now I'll share you another experiment. It's by in 1800 there was a scientist called German scientist called Schladian, and he did a lot of research. He discovered he's called the father of acoustics, and he discovered something called Schladian plates. And these plates, when you expose it to certain music, and if you put sand on the plates, it forms a different music at different hertz, different frequencies. It forms different patterns on the plate. And why this is so significant? Because this is how the universe was created. This is how the music has an impact on our body, on our DNA, on our cells, on our emotions. And so I'll share this experiment, and then we can go to the next experiment. Yeah, you can play this. This is the Schladian plate. So now it is exposed to the sound of 100 hertz. They're putting sand on it. There's no sound? No mind. They experimented music with water. At certain frequency, the flow of the water changed. At 23 hertz, you feel like as if the water is going up. They did experiments with fire on the music, with the music. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for the gift of your attention. I'm going to show 2 more videos. Hope you are
If you
enjoying
want
it.
to find the secrets of the universe,
Thank you. Thank you.
think it.
I thought let me add some rock music. It's been probably very serious since last 2 days. Okay, so I'll share one more video, which is on how from ancient history, how sound music has played such an important role in our culture, in our civilizations. So yeah,
If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Nikola Tesla. Although modern scientists are just now beginning to understand this quote from Tesla, ancient civilizations around the world had known of the power of sound, frequency, and vibration for thousands of years. In the essence of all religions and spiritual teachings, we can find how the ancients used the power of the words. This power has been utilized in the forms of prayers for Christians and Muslims, mantras for Hindus and Buddhists, and chants for the shamanic traditions. All of this shows us how words and vibrations have an immense power, which the ancients often utilized for many purposes. In this video, we'll examine not only the ancient practices, but also the scientific findings of the power of vibrations, how scientists are currently using vibrations and frequencies to alter and reprogram the DNA of living beings, and how the Tibetans used sound for levitating and transporting heavy stones. Of course, we'll also tell you how to use this wisdom for self-improvement so that you can live a happy, healthy, and fulfilling life. Let me share with you an interesting phenomenon you've probably heard of or experienced before. This phenomenon precisely demonstrates how powerful sound and vibrations are. When I was a kid, I remember that moving my fingers around the wine glass was strangely making a very high-pitched sound, and I was really surprised by it. But what happened as I kept making that sound was that the glass suddenly broke, and that made me even more curious. What I believed to be magic back then, now I understand through science. This unusual phenomenon is called resonant frequency. Every molecule and atom in this universe is vibrating at a particular frequency. Resonance frequency would be considered the specific frequency of that specific object or atom. Once you know the resonance frequency or specific frequency of an object or an atom, you can amplify its waves, making it so big that eventually it will break or destroy the object. That's what happens when we stimulate the wine glass with the frequency that matches its resonance frequency. Using the same principle, in 1938, a scientist named Dr. Royal Raymond Rife cured 16 terminally ill cancer patients. We have an exclusive video for the story and the discoveries of Dr. Royal Rife, which you can watch by clicking the link in the comments below. Long story short, Dr. Royal Rife designed a healing device using only electromagnetic frequencies to target and destroy any disease. This discovery should have completely changed the medical industry, but for unknown reasons, this information has been suppressed by the mainstream media and by Big Pharma. Although a massive campaign of suppression was conducted, many other scientists confirmed Rife's discovery by testing his frequency healing device. The result was the elimination of 60% of cancer cells from patients only through the power of resonant frequencies. Although the FDA made sure everything from this healing technology was destroyed, recently a professor of music by the name of Anthony Holland, who is also a composer, was always interested in the physical effects of sound. So he decided to assemble a lab to examine the effects of audio frequencies on microbiology. Dr. Holland created a non-profit organization for this purpose and began his experiments with harmless microorganisms like paramecium. What he discovered was that just like the wine glass, a particular combination of two related frequencies would completely shatter the targeted cells. After this experiment, he went out to find out the frequencies that could break cancer cells. After a year of research, just like Royal Rife, he found out the frequencies to combat pancreatic cancer and leukemia cells. In various experiments, he successfully destroyed 60% of the cells, just like Royal Rife did. This is nothing new. Cases of using sound to achieve healing and supernatural results can be found in almost all ancient civilizations. Even today, shamans use different instruments and rituals for different healing purposes. In a shamanic healer's toolkit, the most used and essential healing agent is the Icaros, a sacred song sung by the doctor to the patient to stimulate the natural well-being and health of the patient. This song is also used in spiritual practices with ayahuasca. Now that you understand the concept of resonance frequency, this will enlighten your understanding of the power of mantras, specific instruments, and sound-based rituals performed by ancient civilizations. They are not some voodoo tricks. They are pure science used by the ancients. Besides the applications of this knowledge for healing, there is also evidence of how the ancients used sound, vibrations, and frequencies to carve and levitate heavy stones and objects and use them to build megalithic structures. It's believed the Egyptians had a device that could be tuned to a specific frequency, and with it, they were able to cut massive stones just as if they were cutting butter. If you don't believe such technology could exist, just look at the Al Nasla rock formation located in Taima Oasis, Saudi Arabia, or the Puma Punku complex with dozens of stones all cut with laser-like precision. In 1939, a Swedish doctor called Dr. Jarl was brought to a Tibetan monastery to treat a High Lama. He stayed a long time at the monastery and became a close friend of the Tibetans. One day, the monks took him to a cliff where they were constructing a rock wall. As soon as they found a big stone that needed to be moved, 19 musical instruments were set in an arc, precisely 63 meters from the stone. There were 13 drums of different sizes and 6 trumpets, each of which was 3 meters in length. The monks started to play the instruments, and they all chanted a specific mantra. After 4 minutes, miraculously, the stone began to sway, and suddenly it took off in the direction of the cliff, and after 3 minutes of ascent, it landed on the top of the cliff. Dr. Jarl claimed that the monks were able to move 5 to 6 stones per hour using this method. He made 2 videos clearly recording this incident, but they were both confiscated by his employers as soon as he came back. In 2015, a device built by a team from Spain successfully levitated and manipulated small objects with just sound. And here's an interesting old video of an acoustic levitation device by Dr. David Deek. One other recent discovery made by scientists was how sound, frequencies, and vibrations have the power to program or reprogram our DNA. In 2011, the Russian biophysicist Peter Gurdjieff conducted several experiments modifying DNA using only sound and light frequencies. The experiment was outstanding. He and his team successfully transformed frog embryos to salamander embryos simply by transmitting the DNA information patterns through frequency alone. If you want to find the
Isn't this amazing? So they say now the way the research is going and the way the science is merging now with spirituality, they're saying the future of medicine will be all frequency, energy, and vibration. Will not need to take any medicine. You hear a different sound, you'll be monitored, you'll be administered different sound at different frequency, different current, different light patterns at different hertz and frequency, and it will help you to heal, because it will heal you at the emotional level, at the cellular level, and that's why physical healing will follow. So interesting times now. So what music helps us is not just healing ourselves physically, but also our healing our whole life. How we can transform with the help of music. We can transform our emotions, we can transform our DNA expression, and through that, we can transform the world around us. As we all know that we create our own reality, and the physical world is a reflection of our own self. It's a mirror. What's within us is being mirrored in the outside reality. So now when we change things inside us, when we change with the help of music, if we change our thoughts, our emotions, and our DNA structure, our DNA expression, our whole world around will respond differently. So again, I'm going to demonstrate this by two experiments, two very powerful experiments, which will show you how when things change inside you, things change around you. We all have been hearing about that, how thoughts think positive, feel positive, and that's how you can change the world around you. But now there's a scientific evidence which shows that how our thoughts and feelings, when you transform that, can actually impact the world around us. Because we are all interconnected. There is no separation. We are all interconnected, and when things change inside us, things change around us. So this is a 13-minute talk by Greg Braden. Greg Braden is a scientist. He's a geologist, scientist. He worked in NASA, and he's a great spiritual teacher. I was in the US this last month. Attended his workshop for 3 days. So this very interesting video which demonstrates how when we change our emotions and when we change our thoughts and emotions, how it can impact our life around us. Yeah, you can play the video.
My name's Greg Braden, and I'd like to welcome you to this very special presentation of Missing Links, the deep truth of our origin, history, destiny, and fate. In our last episode, we identified the science-based discovery of a field of energy, a real-life matrix that functions in three very precise ways. This matrix, number one, it's the container for the universe itself and for all things that can happen in the universe. Number two, it's the bridge between our inner and our outer worlds. Everything that happens from within, our thoughts, feelings, emotions, and beliefs are conveyed to the world beyond our bodies through this field. Number three, the mirror. The mirror, this field is a mirror in the world for what we claim to be true in our deepest, sometimes subconscious beliefs. Well, scientists are no longer asking the question, are we connected? The field tells us that we are. Now, the question is, how deeply are we connected? How much influence do we really have in the world